Next up, Mara Wiles for our comedian. Yeah, let's get it going.
Thanks, Shannon. How you guys doing tonight? You're great. I can tell. You're great. I'm doing good. You guys are already falling in love with me. That happened really fast, I know. Just let it wash over you. Usually I'm not so great with people I meet for the first time, especially if it's like a friend of a friend or an acquaintance. You never know how to quite greet them. Like the other day, I met this guy, friend of my friend, right away tries to give me a hug. And I was like, all right, how about you put her there, pal, you know? Then he came down to give me a handshake, but I was already up here in high five territory. Then he tried to give me a kiss on the cheek, you guys, and I did not know what to do. So I just slept with him. And you know what? It wasn't as weird as I thought it was going to be. He had a kind touch and a gentle thrust. A stranger's love is a must. At least that's what my grandma always said about my granddad. We're going to find him someday. I'm very sick. I need a surgery. I would never do that to someone. I would never do that to someone I hardly knew. We just dry humped in the back of a Barnes & Noble for about 45 minutes, and then I got a scone. So, it's fine. No, I've been a bit of a prude my entire life. Like in college, I never experimented. I didn't have any lesbian experiences, except for that one. But my Nana was just like so confused. All right. I'm not great at flirting. I never have been. Some women, you know you're great at flirting. You know because you don't buy your own drinks and your debt is manageable. I try to flirt. It's not good. You know, you can wink across the bar, get a drink sent over to you. I wink across the bar, get a medic sent over to me. It's a different kind. Look like I'm having tiny seizures all in my face. It's the name of my new band. But I don't blame myself necessarily. I kind of blame my heritage because there's some nationalities that are just known for being more romantic, a little more fiery, you know. You got the Spanish, they're salty. You got the Italians, they're spicy. We got those slutty French, you know. I'm mostly Irish with just like a little bit of German. So the best you can expect from me is just a stern but efficient hand job as I cry and sing Tora Lora. And at the end I say, du hast me, and you like it. Oh, you like it. And then I give you a baked potato. It's a pretty good time. They said public access, anything goes. Yeah! Whoa! You saw that arm definition when I was doing that too. Everyone was very impressed. It's because I've been working on myself, not just by doing that. I joined the YMCA recently. Yeah, because you got to shower somewhere, am I right? You know that. Yeah. They don't turn you away. No, I've been at the Y because I've been trying to give up on my party salt. That's what I call sugar. Not cocaine, just my sugar. I like to melt down Twizzlers, rub it on my gums. It's just how I get by during the day. It's hard giving up sugar. It's so good. Have you guys noticed how delicious it is? It's real tough. So I joined the Y because I just want to be the best Mara I can be. So the other day I was on the elliptical and I saw my new hero really. And she was on the elliptical, top resistance, top incline, just killing the game, crushing the New York Times crossword Sunday, not missing a beat on SVU. She was killing it, okay? So impressed. She was my new inspiration. So not to be outdone, I myself kicked it up a few notches, started to climb, brought out my knitting needles, and stabbed her in the thigh. You are not going to make me feel less than at this gym. I joined this Y because I was the best looking person here. It's the nice thing about the Y. No, I like myself a lot. I've been actually feeling great lately. You know that feeling when you just feel alive, like when you were a kid on a swing and you're just swinging and you're like, can I get any higher? You're like, I don't think I can. You're like, yeah, I can. Check out these calves. And you go higher. You feel amazing. You're like, could I feel any better? Could I get any higher? And then the Xanax kicks in. And then you're like, oh, man, I should not be at this playground. They've asked me to leave a lot. Because this society, mixed messages, they want you to have kids, but they don't want you to be friends with them. I just don't get it. Got kicked off that soccer team pretty quick. Because I lost my childhood early. Not lost, it sounds like I was kidnapped or something. I was not kidnapped. I just grew up a lot. I was like developed soon. I was this size when I was 12, which is great if I'm the goalie on your daughter's soccer team. You're like, dope, the Bumblebees are going to win every game this year because she just fills the goal. It's perfect. But it's awkward if you're 12 years old, you don't know what you're doing these things, and the one person that's excited about your boobs is the last person you want to be excited about your boobs, your mom. My mom was all about them. She was just all about them right away. So I was developing, she's like, Mara, oh, shoulders back. Beautiful. Oh, God, beautiful. Be proud of who you are. I'm going to call you Chesty Molesty. That will be a fun nickname just for the family. That will be fun for us. I won't affect you at all later. And like, don't be ashamed. Come on, Mara. Shoulders back. You're beautiful. Which just, of course, means you want to cave in, get like 5 more sports bras. Let's cover this up till junior year. Because no one ever says anything like that to like an 11-year-old boy. No one's ever like, oh, my God, Brian. Look at that erection you have, Brian. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, Brian, don't be ashamed. Brian, you do not be ashamed. No son of mine will be ashamed. Now you put that trapper keeper down. I want you to go right upstairs, put on your silkiest pair of pajama pants, and then you walk proudly down the hallway at school and you ask Jennifer to prom. And then just bounce, 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 bounce. Show her what mama gave you. I've actually gotten out of that phase now. I've been with a guy for a long time. We've been together for 4 years. Mixed response from the crowd. We've been together for a long time. He's a great boyfriend. He's left me love notes the entire relationship. In the beginning, I will admit they were a little more like creative, poetic. He wrote one that said, "Can't wait to grow old with you. You are my everything. You make me a better man. Our journey begins today." I know, pretty moving, right? Except for it's been a couple years, so they're getting less and less. So the other day I just found a Post-it note on the mirror in the bathroom with just a picture of my boobs and a thumbs up. So things are going good over here, guys. He's really tall and skinny. I like that. I like dating somebody who's tall and slender. That's my type, because I like dating my goal weight. It helps. It inspires me. But it also gives me the upper hand if I ever need it, I'm not going to use it, but a couple of these, I'm not picking up Redbox, okay? He's doing that. I don't need to get the Martian. It's already been gotten. It's kind of cool, too. We're actually in a very progressive relationship. It's gender fluid, for those of you who don't know. It means my boyfriend and I can wear the same size jeans. It's pretty cool. Skinny hipster. He has a lot of chest hair, though, too. That's how I know he's not like a 12-year-old boy stacked on top of each other in a trench coat. A lot of chest hair, which is great. Some women don't like it. I love it. It's manly, it's masculine, and in a pinch, you can just bite into that thing, floss your teeth. It's very easy. It's economical. You're like, does she have more tips? I do. I've got a lot of tips on hygiene. I don't shower a lot. Colorado living, sure, let's just say that. I don't shower a lot. You're not supposed to shower that often. I think I read that somewhere, I'm sure. BuzzFeed, try it out. But I don't shower. I use dry shampoo a bunch. Does anyone else here take advantage of dry shampoo? Yeah, be proud. Be proud of your aerosol. I love it. If you don't know what dry shampoo is, dry shampoo helps you get a few more days without a shower. It's an aerosol spray, and what it does is you spray it in your hair. It absorbs like the grease. It kind of gives you a little nice fragrance, a little body, a little bounce. And what's really cool about it is the aerosol from it's strong enough that it can just knock out all the sticks and the cigarette butts from the night before. It's just like just light a match and walk away, It's my plan B. Just burn it all down. Get it out of there. I try to keep hip on trends, like these cool wedges in the snow. You think baby girl feels all great until she breaks an ankle. But I also had a trend that I was hesitant of for a very long time, but now I've embraced with open arms, and it's the skinny jean. I love skinny jeans. I don't know what is about them. I used to hate them. Now I love them. I know I look like an inverted triangle half the time, but I still like them. They make me feel like I can dance and move. But I want to know, something that makes me feel so beautiful, sexy when I wear them, just makes me feel like a total asshole when I try to take them off, I like to use them as my bait to lure my man meat back to my lady cave. This is what I used to call my futon. And get them back there, get them comfortable, and you're like, Steven, make yourself at home. Oh, it's hummus. It's a Mediterranean dip. Enjoy it with the Triscottes. Now, Steven, you look like you're a yellowtail man. This is a good year, 2015. The year we met on OK Cupid. Good year. Now, tell me, Steven, do you like the music of a Mr. Kenny Loggins? Because I'm about to take you into my danger zone. Na 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 na. Headed into the night, night, night. All right. Highway to. Okay, eye contact. Danger zone. All right. Okay. I'm gonna take a ride into. Okay. All right. Okay. It's all right. It's okay. Never. Can you move your cat just for like a hot minute? Never say good. Iceman. Okay. All right. Can you pull on my pant leg? Pivot to the back right, but just don't look at my toe. Because I don't want you to look at my toe right in this part of the relationship. There's a fungus on my toe. Is that what you want to hear? There's a weird fungus. I don't know where it came from. Probably the Y. Would you just help me out? You never help me. Why don't you ever help me? Why don't you ever? Do you still want to do this? And they normally do because men are gross, guys. Fungus be damned. They'll do it. My boyfriend, that's how we met, over fungus. No, we live together now. And when we were moving, I found an old photo of my grandmother when she was 18 years old. She looked so beautiful. Perfectly coiffed hair, perfectly tailored suit, standing next to a trunk, ready to get on a steamliner to see the world. See you later, World War II. I don't even care what you're doing. I'm going. My name's Kat Cosgrove. I'm a woman about town. It's just amazing. Looking at this photo, I felt all this respect for her, like truly the greatest generation. Let's look at her, 18 years old, taking on the world. Without Facebook, geez, how'd she do it? And as I felt all these emotions and feelings, I thought to myself, my grandkids will never look at a picture of 18-year-old Mara and have any of those same emotions. They're just gonna look at it and be like, oh my God, look at Mima. I'm gonna make them call me Mima. Look at Mima. Do you see how she's wearing cargo shorts and 4 sports bras? It's like she didn't even want you to know she was a woman. God, before her time. And do you see that necklace she's wearing? She made that herself with some hemp and a bead she found in the quad. God, what an artist. What an artist. Do you see that futon she's sitting on right there? She brought that futon from apartment to apartment to apartment to apartment to She actually died on that futon. Mima had horrible credit. Oh, God. She could never buy. No, I have horrible credit, so I'm assuming old me also has horrible credit. It's actually what I'm working on right now still. It's my credit score and my posture, as you guys noticed. I mean, this looks natural, right? My credit score and my posture, because I'm pretty sure if I don't fix it someday soon, I'm just going to be like a hunchback that can't lease a Nissan Altima. It's just going to be like, please, sir, my mom said she'll co-sign on it. Got to go ring the bells. I hope that doesn't happen anytime soon. I actually do this, and I walk dogs. I know, it takes a lot of degrees to do that job. No, I do comedy and I walk dogs. So my life is either a really great Jennifer Lopez movie or a really bad Katherine Heigl movie. It kind of just depends on how you're feeling. I used to work in advertising, and I'll tell you this much: the clientele, a lot better. Sexual harassment, right where I want it, right down here. None of this upstairs business. I can handle that myself. But I will tell you this, and maybe it's a little controversial. But I will say this. Dogs are better than people at licking their private parts. Am I right? Can't beat them. They're the best. I've tried. I've failed. They are such important members of your family, though. Like the other day, I was looking at my dog. He's a beautiful basset hound. He just could be in the Westminster Dog Show, I swear to God. And snowing outside, super, super calm morning. He just looked really at peace. He heard something in the distance. He straightened up. He looked. And I'm looking at him. He's like, God, he's so beautiful. He's got the whole thing figured out, doesn't he? Life. He's got it. And then he ate his own shit. And I was like, maybe I need a new hero. Maybe I should start watching Oprah again. She's off the air. It's my shit dog, I guess, instead of that. He's a good dog. Actually, my dear friend, just had to put her dog down, which is so hard, because what they say is sometimes losing a dog is like losing a member of your family. I mean, a member you don't like that much, but still a member of your family. You know, it's like the guy who humps at holidays but nobody talks to. That's like losing the dog. It's a new joke. I did that because she's in the audience, so I figured, why don't we just remind her about her dead dog, you know? Why don't you be a solid pal? Try this new premise out. No, like I said, I'm pretty thankful to be here because I was sick for a long time. I was actually very sickly. I was like, if you're gonna pick which little woman I was Beth, the sister who couldn't live in her time. But I was sick. I had actually renal failure. I had to get a kidney transplant, the whole shebang. I was on dialysis. I did it all, and actually, it turned up. My best friend ended up being a perfect match for me. A perfect match for me. So that means for the rest of my life, I have to pick her up from the airport. If you can even call that a life, you guys. I've been Mara Wiles. Give it up for your host, Shannon.
Thank you, Shannon. She's out of here. Wait, Mara, come back. Mara, come back to me. Mara. Oh, she's done. Mara, come here. Yeah. She's like, I'm easy to love. Bye. See ya. No. No. I want to ask you, when's your next show? When can people see you next?
I've got a show tomorrow night in Fort Collins at the Boot, so I expect to see all of you there. But no, I run 2 monthly shows here in Denver. I run a show called Mara Wiles and the Funky Brunch, and that's the last Saturday of every month at a brewery called Grandma's House. It's comics doing sets, and then we challenge them with funky challenges, like to weird out the squares is what I like to call it. And then I run another monthly show called the Funny Side Session, which me and some other comics are working with a production studio here in Denver to produce original videos, comedy videos, and then put on a great showcase, and that's sponsored by Ratio Beer Works. So that's the first Thursday of the month, and if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it's just my name. If you guys have heard of Twitter, at Mara Wiles at Twitter, I post about all that stuff all the time.
Awesome. That was my next question. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. Give it up for Mara one more time. Awesome.